But if it's just, you're nice, I'm nice, we're all okay, you give me something, I give you something, we all go home happy, that's fine.
Can you show just the one before that? No, the one.
Which one? There's always more to learn, right? You read the newspaper. The person says, right. So you're going to get much more out of this than from a newspaper. Like that. So never go on confrontation. Also when they're already practicing some spiritual path, you just say, that's wonderful, that's great. My mood is, I just appreciate the people for who they are. Whatever they're doing. Oh, I'm a surfer, or I'm a sports guy, or I'm just into business. I say, that's great, that's wonderful. But if you read this, it will perfect whatever you're doing. And it's true. It will take it to a whole new level, you know, which you've never explored before. Because there's much more behind it. Like people who are into sports, I tell them, it's not the guy with the strong legs and the strong arms who wins the game. It's the guy, you know, who connects his head, his heart with his body. So for that you have to know what's happening, you know, below the surface. And they're kind of intrigued with that, you know, mind control, meditation, inner strength, all these things. So you just have to find out what makes the person click, what gets them going. And that's pretty easy usually. I mean, an experienced preacher can just look at a person and he knows his life story. But for a regular newcomer, you have to ask a few questions. So I always ask them, so what are you into? Are you more into philosophy or more into spiritual things? And people will tell you. Now you might say that this option is very exclusive and why is there no third alternative? But the mind doesn't work like that, you know. The mind likes to choose. You know, sankalpa, vikalpa. So you just give them options. And both options work fine for us as far as we were concerned. Tables. And you present books on the table. Sometimes they go out door to door. This is in front of a bookstore in California, Indian grocery store. So what I like you to do in the future is you organize some teams, some groups, and you make a Mahasankirtan festival once a month, like what we're doing today, once a month. And you get permits from like some Indian grocery stores, where you might be a client, you might go shopping there on a regular basis. So you say, look, we're doing this charity work, we like to put out a table with some Gitas, and they say, hey, no problem, everything's cool, you know. So they give you the permit, and you set up shop, and on a Saturday, you will just, you know, set up camp there, you have a few shifts, different teams do a couple of hours. What do you think, is this doable?
Yeah.
It's just, you know, organization. So you have to, right now we get about 12 people, out of which half of them are not usually here. So, Sankirtan means a lot of people doing a little bit. You have to get more people involved. All those who think, oh, it's too much, I can't do this all the time. But if you organize it, and they can just go down to that, you know, Vijay Singh grocery store once a month for 2 hours, and everything's arranged. The table is there, the books are there, the banner is there. They will do it. But we need some leaders. We need some people who can organize this program. Then you can plug in hundreds and hundreds. Book tables with Harinam, great, wonderful. Like yesterday we had Harinam, but we didn't have the books. We did the books before. So, wonderful. So many people stop and look, what are you doing? Why is everybody so happy and chanting and dancing? And then you give them a book. It's a wonderful combination. Book distribution and Harinam and Prasharam goes well together. Like this is Rangsit. He's a PhD. He's working for a big pharmaceutical company. He's a doctor. He gives seminars all over the world. So, and he goes out and he distributes books. And he runs Sankirtan Central. He manages the book Go Down for all the devotees in ISV, is kind of Silicon Valley. When they go out, there's like 160 or 180 people going out distributing books. And they're all professionals. They all have jobs, they all have families and kids and mortgages and obligations. But once a month they go out for an hour or 2 or 3 or a day or 2, depending on how much time they have. And in this way they distribute thousands and thousands of pieces of literature. Some go on the street, some go door to door, some have book tables. So it doesn't matter, whatever is comfortable for you. You already live in certain areas and certain places, and they might be, very good area just around where you are. Or you might know some store where it's good to put up a table. And we're going to do the Shastradan now or tonight?
We're going to present it tonight.
Tonight, okay. So tonight we'll speak about a few more ways of how to distribute books and present books. So this is what's going on in California. Jagata Maharaj ki jai, Vaisheshika Prabhu ki jai. So always remember, book distribution is the life and soul of this movement. Srila Prabhupada was very anxious for everybody to distribute these books, and for that purpose I'm going to show you a very short movie by Prabhupada. And who are you? Well, you are whoever you are. I'm an IT professional, I'm a teacher, I'm a Swami, I'm a student, I'm a monk, I'm a this or I'm a that. You are whoever you are. So you just tell them that. But today, we're giving these wonderful books to all the nice people here in this neighborhood. You're also part of the nice people here in this neighborhood, right? You qualify the prospect. And then what's in it for me? You tell them one or two things, what the person can benefit from this, and then you ask them for a donation. So the whole thing may take 20 seconds, or it may take 2 minutes. But don't stay 20 minutes with one person and go through the whole thing. Usually I first wrap it up, give him the book, get the donation. If I see the person's interested, I may spend a few more minutes with them. But then I give them the invitation, say, come to the temple. If you're more interested, come and see us. Because we're book distributors, we're on a mission. We have to give out this knowledge. We can't stay here all day and talk. So you have to feel, inside you have to feel a sense of urgency, Like, I got to go out and save these people. Like you're a doctor in a battlefield. Some people are half wounded, some people are dead. You're just walking around and checking, who is still alive. Where is there some response? Where you see some symptoms of life, some response. Like we go out and we send out friendly energy, Like you have that little alien there with his sign, We have come in peace. Take us to your leader. So in the same way, we go and we send out some friendly energy. And you see where you get a little reciprocation, where you get a little response. And there you fan it. And if the people are cold and they're not interested, don't waste your time or your energy. Just wish them a nice day and move on. There's 7 billion people out there. And, quite a lot of them are favorable. So never mind. Don't run after people. I don't know whether that answers your question. So both things. Be deep, but be concise. Don't be too elaborate, but also don't be too shallow and superficial. Otherwise people think you're just like one of these guys who distributes, leaflets there on the street for a new shop or something. So you have to make some impression. Otherwise they won't give you the money. Any other questions? Yes.
In my sales experience, you have to take a lot of notes. People will say no right at the beginning. And if you get depressed,